Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about Dirk Kurbjuweit's Fear. Dirk Kurbjuweit is Deputy Editor-in-Chief for German magazine Der Spiegel, and he's also a German writer. This is his first novel to be translated into English. It's published in Canada by House of Anansi Press. And I saw this morning that actually the French ebook is already available, and the French book is coming out a bit later this spring. So it was a bestseller in Germany. It's also a bestseller in the English language world. And the story of this book is about Randolph Tiefenthaler and his family. So he has a wife, he has 2 children. And the story starts with his father being arrested for murder, which we learn as the book progresses what exactly happened to lead to this turn of events. And one of the things that you learn already just from reading the description of the book is that Randolph and his family, they moved into a new apartment. They meet their downstairs neighbor, who seems friendly enough but a bit odd at first. And as the book progresses, his interactions become weirder and scarier and downright harassing towards his family. So when he goes to the police and to his lawyer to ask for help, he's basically told that there's nothing that can be done until the harassment escalates to physical actions. So the neighbor is sending them letters, calling the cops about them, things like that. And he is told in not so many words that he should take matter into his own hands. And another thing that you learn throughout the book is the relationship that Randolph has with his father. So his father is a gun enthusiast. He has 30 weapons at home. And when Randolph was younger, when he was a child, his father tried to get him into hunting, into shooting, going to the range, things like that. And he really didn't want to have anything to do with that. So eventually, back to the present, in the situation regarding his family, he eventually asks his father to help, since he himself is not comfortable dealing with guns. So that's a short overview of the book. I read it very quickly. I got hooked into the story from the start. I read it back in January. It took me, I think, 2 evenings because I really wanted to know what was going to happen. I have to say, though, I didn't really like the main character. No particular reason, I just couldn't identify with him, but I thought the story being told in the book and of what's happening to his family was quite interesting, and interesting tale to tell. What I learned after reading the book is that Dirk Kurbjuweit, he actually based his novel on events, real-life events that happened to him. So he was also harassed and stalked by his downstairs neighbor for a period of about 8 months. Things resolved differently and in a more, it's hard to say positive, but more positive way in real life. And I will link you actually below to an article he wrote for The Guardian about this book, about this stalking experience that he had, and also he talks about how we shape narratives, whether in books or in our own lives. So I thought the whole article is interesting, so I will link it down below. I will also share the review that The Guardian wrote about his book. I would like to recommend it to people who like thrillers, who like stories that end in surprising ways, because it does end in a surprising way. And I would like to conclude by saying that the author is actually coming to Montreal. He will be present at the Blue Metropolis Literature Festival at the end of April. I will list his events also in the description box. And he will also be present at the Ottawa Writers Festival on April 30th. He will take part in a panel discussion with other European authors. So these will be below my video. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. My name is MP, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!